Shep, are you working with anybody next 6 weeks?
No, I'm gonna be alone, Chef,
By yourself?
by myself.
You got 17?
I don't know exactly because I saw the list that has 3 or 4 has market.
Oh,
So, but I'm gonna have between I think 13 or 17.
that's not
I
too
think
bad.
some of them move it to hybrid.
Gotcha.
With Chef Emily.
Oh, Emily's doing the hybrid?
Emily's doing a hybrid. 6 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning. I haven't seen her in a while.
Is that what time? Is that what time all the hybrid classes are? Because I signed up for hybrid as well. I got accepted.
Okay, so probably, but you're gonna be in 201, so I don't know. Let me check.
I don't think, I think there's multiple time frames, but I can't remember.
I think for your class are gonna be more than one. For the ones who are in 305, that's 301. Let's wait a couple of minutes and we're gonna start with whatever students we have, Chef.
Yes, sure.
We
And
have
I'll-
21. There's 13 students missing.
Yes, sure. Yeah, I'm working on the attendance and trying to message people right now.
So listen up, guys. It's important for you to know that you need to have your check at least twice a day your emails from the school email, because your teachers are going to send information, or Chef Robin are going to send information about your next block, how it's going to work, and the logistics and all that. So please check and answer every time that you receive it. Answer so they know that you already received the email. So put attention to that, please. It's very, very important. So I know that we are already 1 week to almost, a week and a half to start, and the classes are already being set. So the information from the next block from your teachers is gonna start arriving today or tomorrow, maximum Friday, guys, or Thursday. No more than that. So you will know exactly how to do it, and you can answer any questions about the logistics and how it's going to work. So put attention to that, please. Very, very, very important. So some of you are going to get into 101, Chip. So it's going to be I think we have three teachers doing that. So I don't know in which schedule you're going to be fitted, or some are doing online, some are doing this that we call hybrid classes. So if you have been accepted for like hybrid classes, you have to check your emails, and your teacher will tell you all about it. That's what it is, isn't it, Chip Cliff?
Yes, they're gonna, the hybrid class instructors are going to be reaching out in the next day or two, just to kind of give you a heads up of what's going to be happening. Or wait, maybe within the next week or so, this week, for sure, they're going to be talking to you.
Yes. Saying that, we're going to start, guys, with the class. Can you see the?
Yes, chef.
So, guys, we're going to start and restaurant operations day 21 or 29. So we are almost there. And today we're going to dedicate it to menu and kitchen production procedures. This is also something that is very important. It's not going to be part of your project, but it's important part of how we work in the kitchen. So I want you to really, really be clear and show you how it's the way that we work. So that's what we're going to see today. And I'm going to show you some pictures of some brigades and kitchens that I want to share with you guys. And I want your opinions about that. So that's going to be happening today. So let's start it, guys. So yesterday we talked about food cost and menu design a little bit, isn't it? And what we're talking about, guys, is that this is something that is very important. Is when you open a place, you just not imagine the dishes and you start making a menu and then you go and run to an operation. That's not going to happen. Isn't it? There is a thought, a lot of analysis that we do that, you know, and thinking. So you take the recipes, you know, you're thinking, and then you start preparing it, passing through a recipe, standardized recipe that basically it's the one that you're gonna use it. And when you're doing that, you're discussing, you know, the portion size and how are you gonna do it. If you're gonna buy the products and you're gonna toss it, or you're gonna prepare yourself that product, or you're gonna get portion size already, buy it. And that matters, you know, that is something that you have to analyze with your equipment, the invest that you make in your equipment, and the invest that you're gonna have to have people preparing your food, isn't it? And also is related with the budget that you have. So remember, guys, always when you buy food that is already portioned and ready to use, it's gonna cost you more. So all that is something that you have to figure it out. But normally, if you are working in this business, in a restaurant business, guys, believe me, you don't want to go to H-E-B and buy the food in H-E-B or Walmart, isn't it, Chef?
That is correct. You know,
So,
very, very expensive.
so you have to go and buy with suppliers that know that give you, you know, better prices than the ones that they have over there. And then, you know, you have to figure out what are you going to do with all the waste that you're going to have when you produce your food, and how are you going to do the product to optimize all that elements that you have on that. You know, if you have lobster, if you have shrimp, how are you going to be sure that I sell the shrimp? And then, you know, all that goes with the equipment, you know, and the kitchen, you know. And so it's a lot of thought over there, isn't it? When you already decided, you know, the right portion and all that, then you fix your standardized recipes, and then you start passing the next step, which is you do your recipe cost. So you cost your recipes, and when you have your recipe cost, the next step will be establish the price that you're going to charge, isn't it? And that always depends on that, how much will be your average cost percentage. And you know, there is this idea that cost percentage has been 30% to every business. That is not true. You have to determine on your business what will be your cost, because as you told, you know, for every dollar that is coming, some of that is going to be going to a labor hand, which is a big element on that dollar that is coming, and one is going to be food cost, which is the other big element that is going to get there. So, but to have an idea that between labor hand and food cost, you know, it's going to be around 60% or more what you're going to expend just in that two things. And then you have to cover the rest of the expenses, which is, you know, rent and energy and pay, and you have to pay the equipment, and you have to pay your loans if you have loans, and you have to pay the license and all these things, and you have to save money to pay taxes. And after all that, you need to be sure that you make some money because this is a business. And I've been telling you, this is a business that we get between 6 and 12%. That's what we get as a profit. So it's a long run, and you need to put a lot of control on that. And as you know, big mistakes happen in this business because people just get into that thinking, and dreaming that this is a great business, and they finish, closing it. So put attention to that, guys, because also when you start open a business, I will install used equipment if I want to start with that, because there's a lot of great equipment right now of restaurants that are closing that we can get for maybe 50% of a dollar or 60% of a dollar. We save a lot of money. And when we talk about stainless steel tables, stoves, they are built to stay for years over there. So if a restaurant closed the first years and you can buy those tables, you're gonna have tables for the next 10 years. So you can save money by go to the auctions, and get those equipments. The only thing that I will not recommend to get used, it will be refrigeration equipment. That's something that you have to relate with your own new equipment, and you take care of your own maintenance of that equipment as well, isn't it? To be sure that everything is work, because you have a lot of money to storage. Another thing, is how much people I needed. I will start with the beginning. So we have a good example here. We have an ex-student from the school. She do pastry first, and then she do culinary school, and she finished both. And she started working, and she bought a little house, like a little cottage in Georgetown. And then she put this like a little bed and breakfast with a little kind of a place. I think it was having like 3 or 4 rooms only, and very little kitchen. And it started with a little kitchen with 1 stove, 1 refrigerator, very, very little basics, And he decided to open a little cafe down there, first to feed their customers and then start getting open. And they called Sweet Lemon. And that place started getting packed because her food was so good. And it becomes one of the icons of Georgetown right now. And people go and they have menu, and they have a lot of people right now, and they incorporate a lot of people in the kitchen, but she was growing little by little. She was very conservative on the expenses, and she started growing, she bought, used equipment and all that, and she started growing according with the demand that she has of services. So that allowed her to be sure that the business is running and she is not, overexpending in the dishes, in the things that are needed. Completely success. She's been operating for 6 years right now, and it's completely success. And right now she's opened a bigger restaurant in Georgetown. So because now she has the experience, she has 5 years of success experience doing that. Now she's jumping to a restaurant. And from my cafe to a restaurant, it's a big deal, isn't it, Chef?
Yes, it is, for sure.
With that experience, she said, I'm sure that she's going to do it very well doing that. So that's a great way to do it, growing with your business, start, you can get what you can eat it, don't get too much, because then it's going to be a problem. So there you are, guys. So that's what happened. So the menu part is, remember, is the menu part of the business is the big part of the business, because the menu is like the heart of the business. It's the central nervous part of the business. It's the core where everything is going to go. Because of the menu, you decided what's equipment. Because of the menu, you decided how many people are going to work. And how is that going to work? So the menu is the central part of your business. You have to work very well. If the menu is not well planning, the rest is going to fall by itself, isn't it? So we put attention. So we talk about also, remember, menu engineering when we have to decide a menu. So I know that some of you are still behind, but we have to keep going with these guys. So when you have to design your menu, that's your next step after you finish your costing sheets. And we're gonna go a little review again, which is this menu engineering, isn't it? So menu engineering is this part, this analysis that we do, you know, how we build this menu, and using a lot of psychology, you know, and using this information that right now we have, how the customers, you know, behave when they have to read our menu. So this is something that it's important. And it's proved that if you do a lot of menu engineering, when you build your menu, your sales and your profits will increase 15%. If your profits increase 15%, that is where the money is. So that's how important your menu engineering is in this part of the business. So guys, there's few benefits of doing menu engineering, isn't it? First, you know, the menu will contribute to the profits of your business. If it's well done, you're gonna get money from that. That's the first thing, you know. And the other thing is you can mix dishes inside of the menu. This menu mix that makes more profitable, like attaching something that is very popular and gets a lot of revenue with another dish that is not popular but gives you money. So by attaching these kind of things, you know, but using a lot of strategies to help us to sell, you know, but using the spots that we have over there, you know, like using what we call eye magnets and things like that bring you the eyes to the areas that we want to sell, you know. So yeah, it's improve it, you know, and what it's gonna help is it's running to the competence business that right now in the United States is very, very high. So guys, this is something that is interesting and I want you to show you today. So these are studies that make it, you know, it's really true things, you know. There's something that calls the primacy effect. So what means that? The first item that you will see, it stays in your memory when you see the menu. So what it catch you first, your eye, that stayed on your menu. And the rest, it doesn't stay so deep in your memory. So that is something that is pounding on the menu, on the head of the person, and it's take them to choose that. So the first impression, the first place where the eyes are gonna get set, that's where we want to put our dishes that we want to sell, isn't it?
For sure. That's kind of like that eye diagram. I remember that
Yes.
the glasses that those people were wearing in that video.
So that means when a customer looks at the menu, they will remember the first items that they see, and more likely they recall these items when they have to do the first decisions. The items that they see at the last, with that will not have the same long-term memory effect on their guests. So that means they are likely not going to remember, and they are not going to make a big influence when they have to take the decision. So put attention to that, guys. So this that we call the eye movement pattern. Remember that we talk about that. Guys, this is something that we call, if you have a one column menu, just one page and one column menu, what is going to happen is the guests are going to read it, you know, like they read the newspaper. So they're going to start on the left side and they're going to move it to the right and then go down and then go move it and they go down and they go move it. So If you have one column menu, you have to be sure that the dishes that you want to sell, you want to put it up on the first place. And that's something that is very important. So sometimes you don't run with this idea, do appetizers first and then the salads and then the rest of the dishes. You want to put it up what you really want to sell. So put attention to that, guys. So what will be in one column menu reading pattern? The bottom part of the menu, isn't it? The bottom part of the menu will be the weakest part of your menu. So you can put it over there, your sides and things that there has not much importance, isn't it? Menu kits and that kind of things, you can put it very down in the low part because that is the short-term memory and that is the part that they're gonna, at the end, gonna go down. So if they have more than 2 columns or more than 2 pages, remember guys, this is where the eyes are gonna start. They're gonna start on the center upper part and then they're gonna move it up to the left big part. And then they're gonna cross to the, first they're gonna go to the center up and then gonna move to the right side. And then you're gonna move it to the left side and gonna go down. So these places here with number 5 or number 7, you know, number 6 or number 7, those are the weakest place on your menu. So there you are. So you have to be sure that you don't want to put on those places items that are gonna get you money into your pocket, isn't it? You want to put it in this sweet real estate that you have here. And you have to put it in this sweet real estate number 3 that you have there. So there's a lot of opportunities to do and ensemble these menu items. So guys, sometimes we know for sure that this idea to put a menu that says, you know, first appetizers, then second salads, and sometimes it does not work, isn't it? Because it's gonna play tricky with you. Then we have what we call a magnet, isn't it? So we want to remark items where we want the item goes here. Like you see here, right there, where you see here is, you know, it says restaurant menu, and that there is market. What it says is special offer. So you put your eyes there and you go straight to that center because it's just calling you, isn't it? And this is just a very kind of a very low key, you know, kind of a menu, but that's the way that it works, isn't it? So we pull the attention of the eyes immediately to these areas that we want to do it. So another thing is when we do eye magnets, is colors. We mark it with colors, we mark it with things like here and this, you know, even that we put on lower place, these things that says bestsellers, it just call you, isn't it? It just move your eyes to that area because it's market. You see, it's market in a way that really, really you want to go there, you know, and read it. So put attention to that. So if you have this menu here, you know, the first thing that you will go is go to this area on this side, isn't it? Where the drinks are. So put attention, this is not well designed, isn't it? They have the bestsellers down when the bestsellers should be on this area here, if they want to do it. So a lot of things to, and you know, to put it there. So burgers put a lot of money on the packet, you know, more than the steaks. So we have to put attention to that. What do you think, Chef?
Yes, I agree. For sure, burgers make more money than steaks. So
burgers and pizzas make more money, more revenue than steaks, you know.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So when you do eye magnets, you can get colors, you know, you can have large or unique fronts, you can have a little extra pictures, you know, you can have illustrations on that area. You can use the negative space to do that. The negative space is that space that is not used because it's so if they have no impact. You can frame, as you can see here, and it calls, you know, that's a magnet. So that's something that you want to use it. And then we have colors, you know, colors also has a lot of influence in how people choose, you know, like we know that red color and blue color, you know, it really stimulate the appetite. So yeah, that helps a lot to put blue and red, but not necessarily means that you have to put blue and red if you are conditions of your restaurants are not into red and blue, but you can get the other types of colors, you know, and not necessarily it has to be those ones that also make your menu look very attractive. So there you are. If we want to put images, guys, like pictures and things like that, remember you want to be sure that you put relevant images, great pictures, and the picture should shoot exactly as the dish is going to come in. Otherwise, your restaurant is going to lose completely credibility. So very little pictures, it increase the sales. Too much pictures give the idea that it's the cheapest place. People don't go too much for too much pictures. So little pictures are okay. Too much is not so good.
That menu looks really nice. I like that green menu.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it pops out really nice, especially with the couple of pictures that they have. Yeah. I like it.
Yes. Also, you know, effective topography. You know, typography is very nice to see what kind of letters and how you're going to use it to impact that. You know, that it's easy to read. You know, and you have the groups that you want to put it together. You know exactly that is marked with better, you know, with subtitles and titles that people that is easy to read, you know. So yeah, so put in mind, you know, it has relevance the typography that you use, you know, and it has to be easy to read. So you don't want to put extended words on your menu. Remember, you don't want to obligate the guest to start reading, because that causes stress into your guest. So your typography needs to sync with your brand, maybe with your logos and all that kind of thing, isn't it, Chef?
Yes, you need it kind of synced up together.
And then you have special elements that you can add it, you know, over there to put things, you know, like frames, little designs here and there, you know, put fonts that make it three-dimensional. There's a lot of effects that you can do by using, you know, special elements to really enhance your menu, guys. It's visual effects what you want to create, and you know, a good graphic designer will be easy for them to create this kind of effects on your menu when you want to do it. Then we have what we call price strategies, isn't it? So there's important things about the price that you need to put attention. First, we don't want just to get the price and put it there, you know. We want to be sure that we have, you know, competitive advantage. So you have to compete with your surrounded business. So on price, maybe putting a little lower, or maybe giving a better quality, isn't it? Or maybe offering a little better service, a better guest satisfaction. So that kind of things, you know. The second thing, guys, you want to put the price at the ends of the description. That's a good thing to do, isn't it? So you just want to put, and you just continue with the fonts. You don't want to remark the price. You want the price can be, you know, just there. You don't want to put the attention to the price, because if you do that, the guest will go first to the price and then to read the rest. Remember that, guys. price accurate is nice too. You know, this is something that we want to do it. If you have, as example, one element that one price that is high quality, that means, you know, always people related with high price, something that has high quality, isn't it? And you can do, you know, put it something that has high price, and then you put down something that has little high price by less. So when they compare, the guest says, okay, they give me this is very high, but if I bought down, this is nice, as a looks like a bargain, isn't it? And it will buy it. So we have to do that anchoring things one to another. Or also if we put a price and says, you know, a hamburger, let's see, a hamburger costs, a special hamburger costs $8, you know. A regular hamburger costs $5. So there's $3 difference, isn't it? And then we're gonna put sides. Sides cost $5, so that has no sense, isn't it? For the guys. But if you get this extra side, it's gonna cost you only $2. Okay, so if I get those sides, this, but if I got this, it costs me less, it's a bargain. So all these are anchoring prices that we put it over there and make it look like we are offering them a bargain. Get the attentions of your guests through the high profit items, guys. With a graphic, with a color shade of a border. Remember, that's very important. Pray these high profit margin things into the center, top right, the top left corner, you know. Avoid the use of dollar signals, guys, because that is not a good thing, isn't it, to do it. Don't highlight the prices and don't use dots that take it to the prices. That we already talked about that. You don't want to do that. Another thing, you guys, the use of cents is very important. So remember, guys, if we put 4.55 or 4.35, well, the guess is 4. So if we put 4.35, it's the same thing that put 4.95. So the guess is still 4. For ourselves, it's 45 cents that gets in more for that dish. So put attention to that, guys. What you don't want to do is 99.99 because 0.99 guests don't like it because they really think that you are tricking them to don't show the real price. So don't forget that's a strategy. And when you put prices, and you please follow those, and you will be fine. So guys, this is a topic that we're going to talk today and dedicate it, and this is something that is important, isn't it? When we are planning our menu, isn't it? At the beginning, that's, you know, how many people are going to work. It's because of the menu, and how many equipment we're going to have. It's also because of the menu. So these are the two important things that we do. Isn't it? When we plan the menu, then and we have the equipment and we have the people, isn't it? What is going to happen is the chef is going to do, and they have those concerns about how all these items, all these products, all these proteins that we have in the kitchen, they should move in a right way to generate profit so we don't lose money, isn't it? All those things has to keep moving and moving. So that is something that they have to do it, and they have to do it properly. So there's a lot of things that happen in the kitchen, guys, and there's a lot of prep before the operation start open to the public, isn't it? So you have this, what we call the prep kitchen. So this is, sometimes it's in the same kitchen, sometimes in a different area, but these are areas where we do all what we call our mise en place for the service. When we portions, when we do the butchering, when we process all the vegetables, isn't it? When we do all the stocks, maybe the sauces, and all this process has to be done every day. So how they do it? This is kind of a mystery, and I will show you today. So guys, when the kitchen start working and we start firing the dishes, there is a lot of job that is already be done behind, isn't it? So they have everything already portioned and ready to go. So when they get to work, they save a lot of time. So maybe they can finish at least between 5 or 10 minutes, isn't it, Chef? You told
Yes.
getting there and finishing, sauteing and everything because everything is already done before. So maybe you have, the sauces are making, they have, if I have, let's see, if I have some dishes that are already pre-make it, and we just keep it over there. If you have soups, the soups are already pre-make it, so you don't have to do it. If we have to roast things that take longer, the roast are already pre-done, isn't it? So you don't have to, the guests don't have to wait 20 minutes, 30 minutes on this. And when you have dishes, guys, like risotto, how long it takes to prepare risotto? 20 minutes. So
20, 30 minutes.
The guests don't want to wait 20 minutes, so they start pre-preparing the risotto and they cut it on the middle of the process. So instead of 20 minutes, it's going to take 10 minutes to make a risotto. So all those things has to be part of that mise en place that we talk. So when the chef is firing the dishes are coming fast. That if they have to prepare everything from scratch. Put attention to that, guys. So, all the pre-prepared ingredients, in the place of what we call the mise en place procedures, it's what it helps to work the modern kitchens today, guys. And this is something that was signed by this Auguste Escoffier, and then it's been perfected to the time to be sure that we work that. So the other thing is then to be sure that it go faster, we divided the kitchens into different stations. So not just one cook is gonna do the whole menu because they have no time. They have different stations where there is different groups or cooks being in charge of different areas. That's the way that we can go everything at the time. So there you are, and like the line cooks, it depends. So how many stations you can have, it depends on the size of the kitchen. So if it's a big kitchen, you can have 4 or 5 stations or more. If it's a small kitchen, maybe you have 2 stations or 3 stations. It depends on how the kitchens work, but you need to work with a system of brigade. So the other things is not going to come fast, isn't it, Chef?
Sure.
So the system of brigades is the key to success in the kitchen. That's what I'm talking about. So guys, how do we do that pre-portioning, pre-preparing? What is the things that we have to do? So the only way that we can help us with all that works is with what we call prep sheets, preparing sheets. That means we have a standardized procedures that allowed us to exactly know how many portions we need to prepare from each dish. So, and for that, the executive chef established the parts or the maximum amounts that we have to do of each dish every day. And we can have parts for regular days, we can have parts for heavy days, isn't it? That they're not the same. So, and those parts are put in over there, and every day they check how many already food we have, and they rested from the part of the next day, the difference what they have to cook. And so when they come, the people in the morning, they're gonna have all those that we call prep sheets ready to be used, so the people get in there and will work. And I'm gonna give you some example. So what is the benefits of have prep sheets in the kitchen? First, it's part of the standardized procedure, so we're not going to lose money. We prove, provide the cooks with the guidance that they need to how much they need to produce of each item, isn't it? We organize properly the list of ingredients that they need to order and shorthand for every recipe. Makes easy for somebody, to step aside and somebody to come and help on each station. It's quicker to do it, handwriting, at the night they check it, the next day is done. It ensures that nothing is forget. When you do the mise en place, they ensure that there's no missing items, because nothing will be worse than you're going to start and somebody forget to prep something, isn't it? Like the chop parsley or something.
Oh, that is the worst.
That will be the worst, isn't it? So
Yep.
these prep sheets, it will help the chef, the lead or line cook, to hold accountable of the preparation of their stations. There you are. So when they come, they check the prep list, they receive it, put the check, okay, and there you are. So this is a good example, guys, of this is one column prep grill, and this is for the grill station. This is a good example. And they says, on the slow days, this is what they need to have. 25 of these, 15 orders, 12 orders, each orders. So the people comes and they know that they have 7 ounces skinned salmon, we have 8 of each, and all 8 of these, and ribeye steaks 15, and there you are. So that's what they do every day. If they have a busy day, guys, this is the part that they have it. So how this work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? So let's see, they have, 50 when they start on Monday, isn't it? And at the end of the day, they finish with 10. So they count, they have 10. The next day, how many they have to prepare? 40. There you are. Easy to put in the prep list. 40 for tomorrow. The next day they come in, they know exactly what they need to do. And this is for the grill station, and every station you can have this prep list ready to use, and there is no missing thing, isn't it? That's a great way to do it. This is another example of 2-side dish. This is for make it for the next 3 days. So there's the slow parts, and this is the big parts. So it depends on the day of the week, and this is for the ranch, for marinated barbecue, the gastric, the barbecue steak, the potato croquettes, and they have I need half a gallon of that we need for the busy days, and then you have tartar sauce and Cajun tartar and mignonette and all these things a gallon. So there you are. The people know exactly how to do it, And potato pies and all these things that they have it here. Garnishes, they have croutons and dried lemon wheels and all these little things that they needed to have for every station. They know exactly how many they have to produce every day. Great tool, isn't it? So when the next day the prep people come, they get the sheet, they start working. They don't have to ask, what I'm gonna do. There's already there. This is a salad bar, prep sheet, And then you have this the same kind of things, What is the part that they have to do and how much they have to prepare. And they have for Monday, for Tuesday, for Wednesday, for Thursday, and Friday. So they take the inventory from the last night, the last day, and then they just the next day make the difference of the part. There you are. So in every stations we have, and the prep sheets that can change in every kitchen. It can be made by hand. It can be made by the system. They get into the system. And they open the system and they just print it for you what is needed the next day. So it depends on what kind of system. As using, but prep sheets are part of this system of procedures and controls that we have for the kitchens. Did you have any questions about these guys?
Yes, Chef. I'm related to the what you're going on right now with the prep sheets, but I have a question. Why is it exactly that it takes 109 seconds for a person to look over a menu when they might not even actually know what they want?
Okay, this is how it works. When you go to a restaurant, you go for many reasons, isn't it? Yes.
Agreed.
Okay. Not every time that you go to a restaurant you go because you are hungry, isn't it?
Correct.
Because you want to celebrate, you want to close a business, or because you're hungry, isn't it? You really want to eat something. And if you go to a restaurant, normally what you have in mind, you know, I'm hungry, I like this restaurant because I have something on the restaurant that you want to have it, isn't it? Or I like the food, or I like the ambience. There's something on the restaurant that it calls you to go there, isn't it? Are you agree with that?
Yes, Chef.
Yeah. So, but you don't know what you're gonna eat. So 85% of the people who get into restaurants, they don't know what they're gonna eat. Only 15% they know exactly what they want. The rest they don't. So you sit on the table, you don't know what to do, you need a guide. Yes or not? So what is the guide? The menu. So what happened here is not the same that what happened in Europe. Let me tell you, in Europe, people take longer to read the menus than the United States. Did you know that? And why? Because it's the system. Here we have this idea that they put it in our mind that time is money, isn't it? We don't want to spend too much time doing things. We don't want to spend too much time on eating. We don't want to do that. Like in Europe, you know, they are more relaxed when they go to eat. They want to take their time. And when they have to eat, they take longer time to eat. That is proved. So here they take 108 minutes as an average. So how they get to that number? Because they do a lot of research and ask the people and take it. And they put these glasses, you know, to hundreds of thousands of people to how they read and how long it takes to read their menu. And so they take from the whole universe and they take an example of that universe and they take the statistics and extend it to that. It's like the polls, isn't it? It's like when you go to when we have elections, we know the results before they count all the votes, isn't it? Because they make these polls with people, and when you know that you have a numbers that represents the universe, you know exactly what the result is going to be. So it's the same thing that we have here. They try to get a pool and they know exactly how it works. So that's how it takes people in the United States less than 2 minutes to read a menu. Maybe some they will take longer. Maybe others they took almost nothing. So that's the idea. I don't know if I heard. So you have only that's two minutes that people takes here to read a menu. You want to be sure that they read the important things that you want to offer in those 2 minutes. I don't know if I answer your question.
You did, Chef. Thank you.
Okay. So what happened, guys? In the kitchen, you have first, you know, this what we call prep kitchen. So at the beginning of the work, early in the morning, they come these people and they start doing all this mise en place and portioning and preparation before we start open the kitchen, isn't it? And then when we're close to open, a group of people, which is the expertise, the expert cooks are going to come and they're gonna fill their stations. And be sure that all the stations have everything they needed for their daily work. How they do that? With a prep sheet, the same thing. They get this checklist and check that they have everything. They get down, they count the portions that they receive, because to every area of the kitchen, we give them the amount of things that they need to work by inventory. We just don't put the food over there and says you will use it. No, I give them like inventory and says, this is the money that I put it in your hand, and you have to respond for that. Make sense? So this idea that you get into the kitchen and you're gonna just have everything open to get in this, that's not working. You have this inventory that they're gonna give you, and that's what you have to use during the time that you're gonna be working in the kitchen. So we have different stations in the kitchen that works, isn't it? So that has specialized equipment, and they have different areas, and I'm going to show you. This is as example of a kitchen, layout, and you have like a sushi station and a salad station and sashimi, and there's another sushi, and they have a griller, and they have a broiler, and they have a fryer, and they have a noodle station. So every station needs to have a cook over there, isn't it, to do their specialized work. So, and every guy is going to receive their mise en place and the information that they needed to work at the moment that they start preparing the food for the guests. It makes sense? So there's a whole preparation before they start, and then when they get, everybody receives these things by inventory, and then at the end of their shifts, they have to count and say, okay, this is what they use, and they check against the sales. That's the way to do it, isn't it, Chef?
Yes, Chef.
So different workstations were different in the kitchens. Not that every kitchen is built the same, isn't it? Every kitchen is a different beast, and it works in a different way. So it depends on the size of the kitchen and the size of the operation that they have over there. But I'm going to give you a good example. Saute station. This is the stations where you have the stoves with the flames, isn't it? And that's where you put the most experienced cooks over there, and these guys they are so skilled. So let me tell you, a good saute station, maybe they work with just tongs and the pans. They don't have spoons, they don't have nothing, and they are so reliable that they can have, 20, 50 tickets, and one person can handle, 10 tickets, 12 tickets at the same time with no problem. That's the level of expertise that you have. So you want to have on this area the most expert, the best cooks that you have, isn't it? The most reliable people, And sometimes in small kitchens, the saute people are also the ones who are in charge of the sauces and reductions and all that. Don't you think, Chef?
Yes, Chef. Exactly.
And then we have the grill station, which is also another area where all the meats are grilled. Maybe you have a grill, a charcoal grill. Maybe you have a top grill, a stainless steel, an iron griddle that is part of the station, and you have to cook. You need to have an expert person over there that know exactly how to cook the meats, because that's a lot of money that you put it on their hands, isn't it? You don't want to overcook something. You need to have an expert on doing this work. So it takes time to know how to work on the grill, guys, and they know exactly. They touch the meat with the fingers, isn't it, Chef? And they know exactly what's the temperature and everything. They know where they're moving from one side to another of the grill to keep it, and they let it rest a little bit, the meat, before they serve it. So it's a whole ordeal. So all the juices of the meat is come back outside, and they make it nice and juicy, and the color is going to be beautiful and pink, and all these details that they have on on the beef. And sometimes they have to marinate the things, and it's a whole business. That's the grill, or maybe the fry station. Normally, the fry stations is the one that you put them, the ones who are the less expertise in the lines, isn't it? It's kind of an intern kind of area when you guys get into the food, and it doesn't require that such amount of expertise that you need on the grill or on the saute pans. Don't you think, Chef?
Yes, for sure.
But maybe you have to fry, you have a fryer for proteins, and then you have a fryer for produce like, French fries and fried okra and things like that you have to keep attention on that. And the fries has to keep in good conditions. And the way that we keep the fryers and the oils, and that's another beast, and we have to clean it and be sure that we have to filter the oils, and all these things has to be done on a daily basis. So this is an area that sometimes I get into the kitchens and I saw they working. They don't clean the kitchen. They keep it like that the next day, the next day, the next day. Oh my God. And you see the nasty fryers that are there because of ignorance of people. And that can be a disaster. You can get sick because of that. Because if you burn the oil, it can get toxic for the humans. So you have to be sure that you have to, every time that you use it and every day that you take it out and you filter the oils. So there's these little machines also when you have high rotation that they take the oils and they pass through these filters, isn't it, Chef? And they take it out, put it away, you clean back everything, and then the oil is put it back when it's completely clean the next day. So you have to be sure that your fryers are clean on a daily basis.
For sure. Because if not, it's going to taste bad. It's going to be greasy, all of that sort of stuff. So you got to be very.
So guys, this is I want to show you some pictures. This is you see the mise en place here for this station. So you see all these prep dishes, put it over there. Maybe they have ice there over there, and all these kind of sauces and garnish and sides over there. And these people are here, and this guy with a pen. This is the expediter that you see on this area over here. Be sure that everything moves and coming out at the time and on time, and everybody has to put attention to that. So that is a good picture of a restaurant that is, on the working day. This is another, you see, this is kind of a sandwich area, and you see people working hard. And then this is the fryer station over there, and there's a grill station, and there's, you see all these sides, and they put it on the sandwiches that they have all these ready to use and prepare, and this has to move faster. This is a French kitchen. This is a European style kitchen. In Europe, you see more islands like this, guys, that when you see in the United States, more into the wall. But I love islands because you have these areas to prep on both sides, you see. And you have all the mise en place, and look, the pots and pans ready to use, and look, the oils and salts and pepper and sauces over here ready to use, and there's the guys on the saute here on one side and another ready to use, and there's another more stations, and they have all the preparation here. You have all the pantry, the salads and everything coming from that area. So there's a lot of prep before they start. So when the food is coming to start working, you can work with all the elements. So put attention to this. This is a prep kitchen, isn't it? Before we start, everybody gets there and start preparing all the dishes, all the vegetables, cut it and do it before we start into the service. The butchers start working, isn't it? And they prepare and cut and everything goes to the plate. You don't want to have a butcher in the middle of the operation trying to clean meat, isn't it? That has to be an hour that is not the kitchen working. And then look at that. This is a beautiful station of sandwiches. What do you think? And salad. That's a good pantry, don't you think, Chef?
Oh, that looks awesome.
Look at that. Before they start the service,
Color.
that's the area, ready for sandwiches and salads. That's a big operation, as you can see there. But that's give you a great example of what mise en place means, isn't it? When you have to, before you start operating. So you have all the vegetables cut and prepared, and cheeses and proteins and eggs, and vegetables here and there, and you have everything ready, and then you have all the garnish, the dry items that goes there, everything ready to go. A lot of prep before we start, you see? So this is a pasta station, guys, that I work in front of the clients. And they have all these ready to use here. You see, they take that and put in this boiling there, the pasta, and take it out and shake it. And they prepare all the pastas that you're asking over there, ready to go. And look, this Asian station, this is a noodle station, guys. This is a, you can see different stations. This is a noodle station, you know, that this guy is preparing all these noodle bowls for the people. And look, all types of noodles and vegetables ready to go. This is a sushi station, guys. So there's a person doing sushi, and they have all this ready to go, all these places, all these things, you know. That can be another station and specialized stations. What about this? A rotisserie station. You see all the fires here, rotisseries, and they make chickens and they make roast this, and you use a lot this on the big buffets or grand buffets kitchens. And I will show you tomorrow maybe a beautiful vision of the best grand buffet kitchen in the world, which is in the city of Narbonne, France. And what is this station, guys?
It's the omelette.
What?
There you go.
It's the omelette.
Yes, this is an egg station, you know. So this is what we call an action station, isn't it, Chef?
Egg.
So people come and ask the eggs, and they prepare in front of the person. That's an action station. Look, this beautiful station, guys. You see?
Ooh.
All these grills working. All these things, vegetables that they grill it, and meat. And this meat is already cooked. They have to rest before they serve it, you know? So there you are. They know exactly. This is a specialized person that works in this station. And the money is over there. So you have to put attention that the guy who's working on that area know exactly how to grill food. That's a great station, isn't it, Chef?
That looks awesome. That looks
Awesome.
great. Looks like it's going to be very hot
Yes.
station to work.
Oh, yeah. What about this station, guys? Easy to identify, isn't it?
Ooh.
That's a pizza station. There you are. And the guy is working, and you have all these mise en place you see here, ready to go and put it over there on their pizzas, and the oven on the back. So there you are. You have different stations, so you can see in the kitchens they have all these different stations that you can have in the kitchen, and it depends on the kitchens. All this work, these prep works that need to be handled before you get there, and this is all done with these beautiful babies that we call prep sheets. Prep sheets, very important on kitchens. Any question, guys? So there you are.
I like those pictures of those stations.
Yes. So guys, I gave you another information on how kitchens work, and I hope they blow your mind, you know, and says, okay, that's incredible. This is something that I didn't know that they have it. Yes, this is something that we always use, so it's something that we do. So you see, there's a lot of prep, you know, standard recipes, standardized recipes, recipe cost sheets, you know, menu development, and prep sheets. There you are. And after that, tomorrow we're gonna talk about ingredient lists. So how you develop your master ingredient list after you know what is your menu gonna be. So that's something that you have to do next week, and that will be your last work of the project. So there you are. So for today, guys, you have to do a lot of work. So we still have a lot of people that's still working on the standardized recipes, guys. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people that hasn't presented me the menus. I have 19 people that haven't given me the standardized recipe yet. So you have to keep working on that. And I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have only 8 people who finished the recipe costs of 34. So we still have 26 people that needs to do the whole recipe cost. The one of you who already finished your recipe cost, you have to start working in your menu designs, get to the websites, and start working with, do the menu engineering and start working on that. That is a work that has to be finished for this Friday. Okay, guys? If you have any questions, we are here to support you.
Thank you, Chef.
Okay, let's go ahead, keep working. Still a lot of work to do. You have anything to add, Chef?
No, Chef, you did it great. Someone just texted me or emailed me. I was reading.
What time do we need to be back, Chef?
1:30, please.
Thank you, Chef.
Or as soon as you start having you should start sending. If you have something done, you just send me, and I can check with you guys. And before you leave, I want to talk to.
Can you, Colton, or Cameron was wanting to see if you could look at.
Christopher, are you there? Christopher.
Wells?
I'm here,
Yes.
Chef. Sorry.
Okay. Let's talk with you. So let's go with your first one. So put attention to this. You have, so look at that. You have 1 pound of bacon. And then you have, let me see. I like a lot of mathematics. So this is, so you have 16 and you have 8 ounces and you have 16 and you have 16 and you have 16 and black pepper, that's not a cost. And you have 4 servings. So if you divide it by 4, so I think it's too much. So even that there's a lot of reduction in these guys. You have 18 ounces, more or less, of your bacon jam. Maybe if you reduce it to that, you have 16 ounces, 18 ounces will be, let's see. if you have, how many ounces are you, if you reduce to half because you're making jam, isn't it? What you're gonna finish is, let me go again.
Hey, Chefs.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it completely deleted one of my costing sheets. I remembered I guess the cost per portion, but I don't remember the menu price. So I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have to redo that, but I'm not sure what happened there.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it was the very
Um,
first one. It was my brisket.
Wait,
So
you
it's
have to wait a little bit, guys. Let me finish with Christopher and I go with you.
okay.
So Christopher, so you, if you have, if you reduce to half this, isn't it? You're in the process of cooking because you're making jam, isn't it? So you're gonna finish with maybe a 1/4 complete of jam, and 1/4 it will be 36 ounces of 32 ounces of jam. So, and 32 ounces of jam, how many are we going to consider that will be a serving?
I need to go back and relook at my recipe.
So I'm checking
Then,
right now. I have it here. You want me to share with you?
yes, chef.
Okay. It's over here. Okay, can you see it?
Yes, chef.
So if I count the amount of pounds of liters and all that that you have here, isn't it? It makes sense what I'm talking? So you have here on liters and you have here in pounds. When you finish all that, if I add everything, you have more or less 72 ounces that it will be more or less 2 quarts of liquid, isn't it? If you reduce it to half, divided by 2, it will be 36. That was a little more than a quart of bourbon jam that you finish. Because when you make jam, there's a lot of reduction, maybe more, but you have an idea. So if I have 36 fluid ounces of that, 4 servings is too little. That's why your price is too high. So if I says I'm on one portion, it will be 4 ounces liquid ounces, which is a normal what you put it in a liquid place. So what this will be, this will have 8 to 9 portions here. So if you prepare, if you put there 9 portions, then you see the price, how much it changed?
Yes, chef.
Because, you know, it's $14 for 4 ounces of bacon jam. It's like a lot of money, but there you are. So what is this beer cheese, my friend? Can you explain me what it is?
Beer cheese is going to be
It's like a queso.
yeah, it's like a queso.
Okay, perfect. So same here, you know, if we put, so let's see. So you have 3, this is volume. So you have a third of a liter, so it would be 10 ounces. And you have here milk, you have 4 ounces. And then you have pale, you have 1, and maybe it's 8 ounces. And you have cream cheese, it's 4 ounces. And then you have maybe 4. And this which is maybe 3. That's maybe 3. A pound of cheddar will be 16. And you melt it. So on this recipe, you finish, there's not much reduction in this one because it's just a cheese, isn't it? So it's gonna melt it. So you're gonna finish with the total in weight, you have like 53 ounces. And let's see that you're gonna put half a cup. It will be a 1 portion. How much you think it will be a portion? 1 cup, half a cup of the queso.
I'm thinking half a cup to a quarter a cup because it's gonna go onto a burger.
Yeah, so that will be, because into a burger, I will say 2 ounces by portion, isn't it? So you can divide it by 2 ounces. So here, guys, you have 24 ounces, 24 portions. There you are. You can put even 25 portions. So I have 26 portions. That's the truth. So there you are, still very expensive.
Yep. I think I need to go back and fix my portions and try to find a bit cheaper prices on my items.
Yeah. So still. So just, if you have 25, so it's easy, if you have butter, that 25 of an ounces with 4 ounces, and cocoa powder, we have volume, that's cocoa powder should be by weight, not by volume, my friend.
Yeah, that was a mistake, chef.
So you just count the amount of ounces that you finish having, and then you put attention to that, and you can do the amount of servings that you needed over there. So hamburger meat. So there you are. So ground beef, I think the $9 a pound of ground beef is too high. Ground beef is the less expensive thing. You can get it maybe for $3.50 or something like that. Then you see the master, what I put it here on the master. $4.99 a pound. Not $9, you see. And maybe you can get even cheaper than that if you make it. And with this, if you have 1 pound, you can get 4 ounces. Yeah, that's how it should be. So you still have a very high cost 249 with 1 patty of hamburger is kind of expensive. I think that's the price of the Worcester sauce and the hot sauce are very, very expensive. You know, you haven't put the units here, so you want to be sure that you put the units, because I don't know what unit is costing trees. So that will be each.
Yes, chef. I still have a lot to work on it.
Okay. Okay, I'll let you work.
Yes, chef.
Go ahead and do it, please, and then we come back, okay?
Cameron wanted to talk to you
Yes,
next,
Chef.
Chef.
I'm trying to find his work.
Oh no, it just deleted my first page completely, so I'm gonna add it at the end. I only remembered the pricing, like the
So
proportion.
you have brisket, barbecue sauce, nacho cheese, brisket, nacho, pulled pork, all that is yours?
Yeah. I still have to do 2 more desserts though.
Yeah, so what is your question?
Okay, so the brisket at the very beginning, it got like the entire costing sheet got deleted, so I had to do it again.
No, it's not deleted,
Okay.
it's here.
Oh shoot. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
You have to do it, it's there.
Okay, I found it. It's just that like I guess I was scrolled all the way to the right and it wouldn't go back.
It's
How
there.
about Contreras?
About that. I'm sorry. That's human error right there. Thank you. Okay, that was all. I just have 2 more desserts at the very end that I needed to do.
So,
I've done 20 in total.
so remember, guys, if you have to put the briskets, this is as purchased, you know? You have to put attention to that.
Hey, Chef, Cameron Contreras wanted you to look at yours as well, or look at
Ooh.
his as well.
I had another question before you leave mine though.
Yes,
Okay.
Chef, yes, tell me, Cameron.
Okay, so I did the brisket. I did 12 pounds because
That's how we
for my
weigh that.
recipe.
Yeah,
For my
that's how we
recipe.
weigh. One brisket is around 10 pounds. 10 to
Yeah,
12
but
pounds.
for my recipe, it was higher. It's just that 12 pounds was after it was trimmed. So am I supposed to count like, let's say I bought 18 pounds of brisket and I trimmed like 6 pounds off of it. Do I count it as since I bought 18 pounds, do I count it as buying 18 pounds even though that 6 pounds is
No,
wasted?
you just counted. So instead of AP, you have to put it here, edible portion.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, Cameron Contreras.
Yes, chef.
What can I do for you?
I did my work, and I sent it in,
Sorry.
but I was wondering.
Wait. So I did my works means what? What kind of work? We have a lot of work to do. So
The
you
project-
haven't do the recipes yet. The standardized recipes, I haven't received any.
Well, because
Have you-
I've been working on my projects, and I'd sent them in, and I was wondering if y'all had got them yet, and if not, then I gotta look at my computer again.
Cameron, I haven't received your standardized recipes.
You do or you don't?
I don't. I have not received.
Okay, I'll work on it again.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, chef.
Thank you.
So Derek Grant, are you there? Derek is still putting volumes and weight, Jeff.
Derek is? Okay. I'll look at his. I just emailed you something, Chef.
Okay. So I have here work from, it seems like Joshua Gonzalez. Joshua, you there? He has problems with this. Somebody gets into his recipes, remember?
Joshua Gonzalez, all right. Let me see.
He's still is doing the same thing, putting a volume by instead of weight.
Hey, Chef,
Yes.
can you look at mine real quick, please?
Who is that? Larry?
Larry. Yes.
Chef, will you do that while I look at someone
Yes,
else's?
I can do that, Chef. Did you just send me, or you want? Oh, let me check yours. I think you have it there.
I haven't sent you the call sheet yet, just the standardized recipes, Chef.
Standardized recipes. Let me check. I found you. I don't have anything from you. Can you resend me, please?
Yes, Chef. Give me a second.
Okay, Chef.
Yes, Chef.
Can you see Maya's question in the chat? Or is that in the chat line? It says, Chef,
You can you tell me what all I have done from the past work? I just want to make sure I'm caught up with the work. Okay, so Maya, you're doing very well. The only thing that you need, can you hear me, Maya? She's not online, Chef.
actually, it doesn't look like she might have gotten kicked off. Oh, that was a few minutes ago.
So Maya is working very hard on her recipe.
Oh yeah, she's working great, yes.
And so the only thing that she needs to do is work with the volumes and weights.
Yeah,
But,
I think that's gonna be everybody's nemesis.
Because when they have to jump to the cost, if they don't have that, they're gonna be in trouble. So you send me the email from Joe, Chef.
Yes.
So the thing is, he has to work with the recipe.
Hey, Joe. Unmute yourself.
Okay, Joe, what I saw here, yes, so I saw that you sent this, but this is the thing. You cannot print this because they are, the recipes has their own, how do you say,
Formula?
formulas
Or-
that are ready to put the cost there automatically, and they will work. So as soon as you put here,
Yeah,
kosher salt, it says weight 1 ounce, like you put it over there, automatically will give you the price automatically.
yeah, so you have to keep it in that spreadsheet. Does that make sense, Joe?
Well, I'm putting the prices in now to take 1 ounce out of a 16-ounce bottle. Is that correct? Price for,
Can you say it one more time?
I'm getting the prices of a 16-ounce of each one of these.
All right.
So I can have 1/16.
So yes, so the problem is, you know, when you buy parsley as example, you don't buy parsley by pounds, parsley bought by bunch, or you have half a bunch or whatever it is.
Right.
Lemons, you buy by units, not by weight. So you have to put by units. Shrimp is good. Milk is good. So milk and sauces, you don't buy by weight, you buy by volume. So you have to put the 4 on volume. And the ketchup, you have to put it by volume or by weight if you want it. But milk and all these things, it has to be, normally we do it by volume.
Yes. All right, Joe, I'm going to put you in a, I'm
He
going
don't
to try
know
to
how-
put you in a,
What
Say
the
it
problem that he has is he don't know how to add more
more spaces.
spaces, and he's doing it in the area that it doesn't.
Yeah, and I'm trying to, and I'm about to put him in a breakout room right now.
Yeah, can you explain him how to do it, Chef?
Yeah, I'm gonna, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give me 1 second. Joe, I'm gonna try to move you into a breakout room in just a second, if I can figure out.
It's very easy to do this, and you will find very easy to do.
Hey, Chef, can I also send you my costing sheet so you can check what I have? I'm not done yet, though.
Sure. So, Lyric, can you hear me?
Yes, Chef.
Okay. It looks good, your recipes.
Thank you. I'm still working on it though.
Yeah. The only thing here is it's that when you do the procedure, you see here, you want to keep it on the space down. So if you want to go like,
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
I want to keep
Hey,
this here.
I'm gonna try to assign you into a room,
Okay.
into a breakout room. Hold on, okay?
The rest is looking good.
Thank you, Chef.
So, yeah, good job. And so you're working right now in your cost, isn't it?
Yes, Chef. I'm doing a finishing of the standardization recipes and the costing simultaneously.
Okay, good. So I'm get you out of the red link. Jonathan, are you there?
Yes, chef.
Good job, Jonathan.
Thank you, chef.
Good job. I like it a lot. So you're done. So you're gonna work in your menus right now.
No, chef. I still need to finish a few more costs.
Recipes.
Yes, sir, and then I'll be done.
Okay, that's great. Good job. So don't forget to put the names up down there, okay?
Yes, chef. Chef, is baking powder measured by weight?
Yes.
Thank you.
Actually, it wouldn't be a bad thing to ask.
Hey, Chef, I have a question.
Yes.
For ice cream, do we do it by weight or by volume?
Good question. Normally it's by volume because you normally buy by liters or pints.
Mm-hmm. Because for my recipe, it's just 1 scoop of ice cream that's going to be served with the brownie. That's going to be a dessert.
Yeah, so normally those are 2 ounces. 2
About
ounces
two
scoops.
about 2 ounces of ice cream.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so do I find the cost of ice cream per pound?
They normally they found by liters or by pints.
Yeah. So I just do volume by fluid ounces then?
Yes, by volume, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Maya.
Yes, chef.
Your one of your are you still doing your cost of your recipes, or are you done with that? Because
I
it
had
looks
sent you
like
guys a, huh?
the ropa.
Ropa vieja.
Yeah, that looks a little expensive.
Which one?
So,
Ropa
your
vieja.
third recipe. Yeah, the ropa vieja. It's like menu price $100.04.
Okay, I'll fix it.
But it looks like it's it's because of the serving size. It shows 2. Bless you.
So the portions, maybe you have to calculate the weight of the portion, chef. That's the problem that she has. Let me check.
I don't think this is adding.
Oh yes, so the flank steak is not 11.09 a pound, chef. If you check the
Yeah.
check the master list, it's I think less than that.
But 4 garlic heads for $16.
That's too
That
much.
seems a little excessive.
So let me see if flank steak I saw here. Flank steak is $6.99 a pound, chef.
There you go.
I don't know where she get all that prices. Not from the master.
How much is garlic?
So chef, and the recipe, so the standard recipe, it should says it, the ingredients and everything should move it exactly in the same way to the recipe cost, don't you think?
Can you say that again? I didn't understand that.
What they have in the standard recipe, they have to move exactly the way to the same way.
Oh, yes, yes. Yes, that is right.
So what they doing is one do is the standard recipe says one thing, completely different what it says the cost.
Yeah.
Chef, can I get out a little bit, stretch my legs, please?
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry,
okay.
I'm just sitting here looking.
It's okay for
Looking
you?
at menus. Yeah, I'm just sitting here looking at cost.
Chef, just one more thing. I think it's
Yes.
time to right now step up and says, whatever they have, because there's a lot of students that hasn't present standardized recipe yet. And when we says they start working, they just left to whatever they like. We should obligate them to show us whatever work they have done to be sure that they are working, Chef.
Okay, yeah, we'll start that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Because we have right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Yeah.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 23 students haven't present anything. Yeah. And they've been working, they should have something.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You think?
No, I agree. Oh, hey, I forgot to ask, did you get a message back from that IT person or whoever you put in that ticket for that?
Don't check, they haven't answered me. Okay. Let me check again. Right now.
Okay.
Hey, Chef, I think I've finished my pricing.
Who is that? Cameron?
Yes.
So there is the ticket, put it there inside. That is yesterday at according with them at 2:42 p.m.
Okay, that's fine. I'll if it doesn't happen in another day, I'll call them up and try to get somebody to do it.
So who's talking?
Cameron. Brisket. That looks about right. Menu cost $11.18.
So
Yeah, there's a couple prices on there that came out that didn't really make sense to me. And
Like
that was
what?
was my popper sandwich and the brisket plate. They seemed a little high.
Yeah.
Shredded cheese for your jalapeno poppers. That seems like a lot. $4 for a pound, for
An ounce?
$3. That's a 0.75 pounds. So that's depends on what kind of cheese.
Lauren Sistek makes such a good work, Chef. You should
Yeah.
check his pages. So,
I'll look at it.
these guys that they're doing the tickets, they should answer. Say something. They didn't even answer my first ticket, Chef.
Yeah, I'll try to call them.
Okay, I'm on yeah.
Cameron Contreras.
Yes, Chef.
Let me see if I got it.
Sir?
I said, let me see if I got it. I just saw your text or your message on the thing. Let me look.
Oh. Yes, Chef.
I didn't get it, but maybe you've sent it to me in the past. I don't know. Let me see. What are we looking for? Your recipe costing or your what am I supposed to be looking at? I'm sorry. Is it the recipe costing or your standardized recipes?
Either one. I just want to know if y'all got any of my projects. Because I remember sending
I have
them
not. I have
Y'all
not
haven't
gotten
got
anything.
any of them?
I've got master ingredient list that, hold on. Let me look on my phone as well. Maybe.
Okay. Because if y'all didn't get them, then I mean I have no problem redoing them.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, hold on.
I'll redo all of them and I'll resend all of them if I need to. I just don't know what y'all have and what y'all don't have.
I mean, if you go, oh wait, no, that's not. If you go to your sent folder, your sent emails, maybe you can find them in there. But I do not see anything that I've gotten from you. I'm sorry, man. Let me look in my junk email just in case it got pushed into my like the spam portion. Let me look.
Yes, Chef. I'll look at that right now. See if I.
Okay, yeah, I don't see anything in my folder. I'm sorry, man. If you don't mind trying to resend it or redoing it, because I don't have anything for you.
Yes, Chef. I'll check on it right now. And if I don't have it, then I'll redo them.
Thank you, man. I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
That's fine. Thank you for checking.
Right.
Chef Cliff,
Yep.
I'm trying to set up my bank mobile account and it's asking for a college ID number. Can you tell me what that is?
Maybe. Hold on. I don't know, but I'll call the boss lady.
Or if you want to give me the
Let
number.
me just ask my boss real quick. What is it? College ID?
It's asking for the college ID number.
Okay, cool. Hey, sorry to bother you. Hey, got a question. People are filling out, and I know you don't like to mess with the bank mobile thing, but it was asking for a college ID number. Do we have a college ID number? Financial aid, okay. Heard. I'll look. Thanks. Bye. Hey, Chef, Robin did not know it. She said it has to be the financial aid people. So does anybody know the college ID number from here that's on the chat line right now that has done their bank mobile?
It's her college ID number. She has to go to that first email she got from David Norris. It says college ID number and a student number
Okay.
and student name.
Okay, great. Thank you. Did
Thank
you hear
you.
that?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. See if that helps. If not, I will try to reach out to David Norris if we need to.
Hey Chef, I got a question about
Yes,
the
ma'am.
olive oil on the Chef Master sheet. It says a gallon is like $42.99. Is that the only olive oil? Like, does it have to be fat oil?
No, it could be like canola oil. I mean, or do you want just olive oil, or do you need just olive oil, or do you need something else?
Because what I did was I had did the ounces and I had did it. Hold on, let me tell you what it gave
Here,
me.
I'm about to look at your show.
With the ropa vieja, as purchased, it's like 31 cents. I don't know if I did it right. Like weight was 3.
Hold on a sec. Let me look where I'm at. At the olive oil, the 3 ounces,
Yeah,
or the weight, the 31 cents.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
You said it was right.
The 32, the 3 ounces, that's here. Let me look at the. Now, that would be like volume, right? That would be kind of hold on a second. Yeah, you did it right.
Okay. So it would be underweight, right? Because I thought volume was like for like sugar, pepper, cumin.
The weight, yeah, because you're going to be doing it by the weight. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I no, like for the, I'm sorry, for oil, it should be volume because it's like liquid. It's a liquid,
Okay.
so it's a liquid volume. So it's 4 ounces, 5 ounces. You know, I mean, so it should be liquid. So it should be in volume.
Okay. Thank you, Chef. I had got confused.
Yeah, and I got confused while you were asking me. Sorry.
It's okay.
Derek. Is Derek here?
Chef,
Yep.
I just found one of my projects and I just sent it to you.
Okay. Then let me go to my email. Ah, I see one of them, yes. It says I need access. It's denying me access.
So how do I allow you to get into it? Because I don't know how to do that.
I don't know. Can you share your screen with me? Do you know how to share your screen?
I don't have it on my computer. I have it on my phone.
Oh, can you share your screen on your phone?
I can try to.
Just so I can see if or if you have it on your phone, just so I can kind of figure out how to, because I don't know. I mean, for example, is this which one is this? The costing sheet, or what is this that I'm looking or about to open? You know?
It's my menu.
Okay. I don't know why. And I click on request access. So I click on request access and it says, oh, here, you know what? Here, let me just share my screen to show you what's going on. Close out some of this stuff. All right, so do you see my email right here? Cameron Contreras?
Oh yes, chef. Sorry, I was trying to
Do you see
work
my
on the.
screen? No, but do you see my screen now?
Yes. Chef.
Like my email. So I'm going to click on this,
Yes.
and this pops up. Do you see
Let me-
that? And then
Yes,
I
chef,
click
see
on
it.
request,
Okay.
and I just sent request, sent it, but I just can't open up anything. And I don't know why.
I didn't even know that you needed requests for this.
Yeah,
This is confusing.
just let me know if you can get anything, or if it's
Yes,
working.
chef.
Thanks.
Come back, Chief.
Okay.
Any news?
No. I'm going to step away for a second too. I'll be right back.
Chef Pablo.
Yes, sir.
So I wanted your opinion. Like, I honestly haven't been to very many legitimate fine dining restaurants, and I'm sure you have. Like, do the really fine dining restaurants have a couple of pictures on their menus?
Nope, not at
No.
all.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. But do you suggest that I put them on there?
No, I don't.
Oh,
For
okay.
you,
I
for
wanted.
what you're doing, yes. No, that's
Okay,
a beautiful, nice, simple explanation of the dishes.
yes, yes, chef. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Chef Pablo,
Yes, Maya.
they don't have green bell peppers on the master ingredient list.
I think we have. Let me check. 95 cents each.
Thank you, Chef.
I'm back.
Chef, you there? Oh, okay. No, I'm good. I just put in different earbuds.
Can you hear me, Chef?
I can.
Yeah, okay.
Jeff, if you want to head out, I can stay here for the rest of the class.
Fine, Chief. That's fine.
Welcome.
I'm happy to help the students.
Oh yeah, no, totally. I just didn't know if you needed to do anything.
If I need something, I will tell you, Chief.
I'm going to be getting a new air conditioner put in our house on Friday.
Oh my God, Chief. So we're trying to keep ours in the, as best that we can. We know we need to change it. So it's ready. So you should tell us who is, because this is an old air conditioning. They have to change the heater and the air conditioning and everything because.
That's exactly what we're getting. We're getting an all new HVAC system, heater, AC, you name it.
Yeah, let us know how much.
Yes, I will. I'll send you. I'll send you my quote or the bill that I've got or that they came out. I'll email it to you.
We have these things and they're very expensive.
Yes, they are expensive for sure.
Like 10 grand to change it. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah. But we're getting it done on Friday morning.
Fantastic. Let us know because that's our
Yeah.
next thing.
Yeah, I mean, we've been needing a new air conditioner for the longest time. And our bills are just outrageously high because of being so inefficient and old and all of that. So yeah. Yep. So I'm excited, but also, it's a lot of money, but.
Oh yes, it's a pain.
So
unfortunately, we've been saving that. So we are ready. So
yes,
we have.
That's what I've been doing. What we've been doing for sure. So
we are ready to change it, but
yeah,
we're trying to keep it much, but it's not gonna. So I know for sure for the next summer it needs to change. If it doesn't broke next week or something.
Yeah. That's us. I mean, it was kind of the fortunate thing is with our house getting hit by lightning a while back. Like our insurance, we had some insurance money from getting our house hit by lightning and all of that. So we were able to. Yeah, we.
I did that with the roof.
What was it?
Because we have hail and they changes the roof.
Yeah. So anyway, so they're so we're doing that. But anyway, so on Friday, a new air conditioner. Thank goodness. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. It's been this summer's been pretty brutal at our house.
Oh my God.
Our air conditioner hasn't been so very good. But
I have the same problem,
But my thing is I don't like to get in debt. So we've been saving for a while.
That's exactly what I do, Chief. Exactly the same.
But luckily we were saved up enough to get it done before it breaks, because it was either it was going to break or we'll have enough money to get it fixed that we'll say hopefully have.
Yep, that's exactly our situation here.
Boy, my allergies are bad with all this rain. The mold is bad.
Oh my God, Chief. My wife was sick and says, I get the COVID. I said, you never get the COVID.
Yeah.
She was freaked out with this.
Yeah. Do you have your partner by your side? Your
My wife.
dog? No, your
it's with
dog.
my wife. It's my wife with my wife right now.
Oh yeah.
He's not feeling so good.
No. Well, he doesn't ever like he's got a chronic disease. Is that right? Or what's wrong
Well,
with him?
we rescued the dog almost 6 years ago, and he was after the hurricane. And,
Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, and so he has issues, and she has heartworms. So the first years he was coughing, and it was like not good. So we went and we treat him, and the treatment is like a cancer treatment. Is like it says 50-50 chance of the guys will survive. So we do the thing and he survived, and after that he get in shape, and he was, oh my God, he was such a strong dog in shape.
Yeah.
But he get old, and then this is his, I don't know how they treated before. He has broken ribs and things like that.
Oh.
And so he has arthritis, and he has this disease right now that is chronic because he has a back and neck problem that is causing him like a lumbar pain.
Oh, really?
So now he cannot go too down. We have to raise the water and food, because if it's too down, he's in
no way.
screaming pain.
Poor thing.
Lately, he's not sleeping good because he cannot find a position that he can sleep. So
yeah. Oh, poor thing.
it's not good, Chef, but it's our baby, It's like
I
trying to keep it as much as we can.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
But if his life is gonna get miserable, and we cannot give him a quality life, then we have to put him to sleep. But that's not the case yet.
Yeah.
So he has CBD and all kind of things,
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
And drugs. So 3 times a day, drugs. He's doing fine. So it was keeping like that. But the last year he got down very, very fast. This year.
Really, the health has gone down.
Yes, and
that's sad.
Jeff is because we've been here all the time, so it's been good for him.
Yeah, totally. For sure.
Now what I'm trying to do is lose some weight. I gained 10 pounds on the first.
Yes.
Now I'm trying to lose it.
Yes, you and me both. I need to lose some weight as well. The doctor told me that was time, so my wife and I have been doing walking every day and trying to get some stuff, going to do some stuff.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. How's your son?
But my son and daughter, they're great.
Yeah, good.
So I'm happy.
Good.
So they are. My daughter just bought an apartment last week that she moved to because she has a baby. She get a bigger apartment.
Yeah.
And all that. So she's happy.
How's the baby?
And the baby is it's already.
How old?
She was born last December, so.
So it's like two or 3 or 2?
10 months.
Yeah.
She was born last December.
Oh, last December. Okay.
So it's like
nice.
10 months, 10 months.
Yeah.
It's a big body. It's a big boy.
Yeah. That's good.
So my son-in-law, it's a very strong person.
Yeah.
And it's getting bigger and bigger, and It's gonna be big. That boy is gonna be big.
Oh, that's good.
You know, it's amazing
They-
how you can see that.
Do they play rugby there
We play
in Ecuador?
in Ecuador is
Or
football,
what do they play?
football, soccer.
Oh, just soccer, football. Yeah. So he could be a football soccer player.
But they think they're gonna do something because he has on his father family. They are, they are hikers. They hike in mountains, like really they do that. So probably he's gonna do some kind of sport. They are really into sports.
Yeah. Good.
And
Good.
but the guy is so strong. It's a big
Yeah.
guy. So right now
Have you?
he's right now 9 months, 10 months, and he's almost
Yeah.
walking right now.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't. That's crazy. So have you seen him? Have you gone to see him yet?
So no, I was there when he born.
Well, you were there when he was born, and how long were you there for? A couple of weeks.
I was there a couple of weeks in December.
Couple of weeks.
I
Yeah.
went for 3 weeks because it was there. So I was there when he born in the last week of December. So
When can you travel there? When would you travel? Would you
again,
try to? Are you going to try to go soon?
as soon as it's safe to travel to, because I cannot travel. It's my
Yeah,
age.
yeah,
I
yeah,
cannot
yeah.
go and do that.
Oh yeah, totally, for sure.
No, I'm right now 66, Chef. No.
Yeah. I don't.
I'm healthy and all that, but I'm not gonna take a risk.
Me too. I for sure.
So-
I'm not gonna travel.
And we are travelers with my wife. Like
Oh
heavy
yeah, y'all
travelers.
travel all the time. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
All the world we going to.
And this has got to be hard for you too.
Yes,
Staying at
very
home
hard.
so long.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So next year, I'm just planning to go visit my children's.
Yes.
And probably I'm gonna go for a month.
Yeah.
And then
Where?
And then because we already pay a trip that we have part on, so we should go this year to France, and we're supposed to get the south of France, get into a boat that we rented, get down to the rivers, almost to the coast of the Mediterranean, and then we
no
split.
way.
My sister will go to Barcelona, and we are going to cross completely France up to East Europe. So and it was not possible. So this company that rent the boat, the other option is they have the same company in Canada. So if the things are not getting too well in Europe, we're gonna do this Canada trip in the boat because it's already paid. And then we're gonna cross Canada, which is also fine.
Yeah.
That's the next this coming year.
Nice.
Ecuador and this
I'm
trip.
so excited. I always love seeing your photos when you're on holiday.
But then in 2022, I'm gonna go twice, Jeff. This is maybe it's gonna be my last year in the school. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna get 2 blocks out. 1 block I'm gonna
Really?
be
Nice.
Chile, and I'm gonna go for 8 weeks to Africa.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to Central Africa this time.
Oh,
And the other
that's going to be fun.
and the other we're going to go to Asia again for another
Really?
6 weeks. Yes. And
Well,
also
my
go-
wife and I and my kids, we're going to go in
Philippines.
2020 the 2022, we're going to go to the Philippines.
Yes.
And
So what we are planning, Jeff,
I
is-
think
What we are planning is how I'm gonna retire. We're going to get this house and rent it. And, I have my retired, she has her retired account, and we have some savings. And everywhere is except except if I want to go to Iceland or those countries, the rest are less expensive than the United States.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Wherever I decided to live is going to be less expensive. So we were thinking, go to Croatia and stay there for 6 months. 6 months.
Nice.
And rent a house, rent a little, apartment or something. And yeah, stay there and enjoy the place, enjoy the country for 6 months. And then when the visas expire, then we come back 1 month, 2 months, and then again we go to another place and rent another house and stay there until the visas are over. And keep doing that. Go to Italy, rent a. It's just my wife and myself, we can get a cheap apartment, little place.
Oh, yeah.
Get there and then, we don't need a car, we have good transportation. Or go to Vietnam, this is an expensive, rent an apartment, live there for 6 months, 7 months. You save money, Chip.
Yeah, no, for sure.
If you go to Philippines, you save money.
Oh, yeah, no, but are you where at in Asia are you gonna be traveling?
We're going to Vietnam, and this time we're going to Laos.
Wow.
South Asia, Chip.
All right.
South Asia.
Okay. All right.
So.
Well, I'm going to be taking about I'm going to take 6 weeks off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like we did, because when I went to the Philippines, I think you went to somewhere.
Yes.
When I first got started to the school.
Yes, I went to Africa, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you were in Africa.
We were in Sri Lanka, Chef.
Oh, Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
All right.
And India. And the world is so beautiful, Chef. It's so magnificent, and there's so much to see and
yeah.
And now I'm in a point that my children are already growing up. They have their own business. They have their own life.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to take care of them,
Yeah, exactly.
And my mother is right now 90 years old, and my sister who lives in Chile is gonna come to live with her.
Oh wow.
But I don't know how long are they gonna live more. They are really, really old. So I have in Ecuador a house. We have a house with my wife. It was my father's house that he heritated me. That house. So we have a house in Ecuador when we want to go.
Oh, that's nice. So you don't have to even worry about that.
Yes, and we have the house here. So we have no problem with housing.
Yeah.
So life has been good, Chip. So
yeah,
I cannot say that life is bad. Life is good. You too, Chip. You cannot say it's bad.
Oh yes, life is good. Life is good.
Yeah,
life is good.
And you and the families, because what Philippine families are exactly the same.
Exactly.
Big families all get together.
Big and loud and yes. Likes to have fun. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly how we are. And last time I went and with my mother and says, Mother, this time I just want to spend with the children and you. I don't want to be, in social events and nothing because I just want to go and visit you and visit the children.
Yes.
One day my mother says, we're gonna make a get together just to visit my aunties. And that's the basics.
Yeah.
And my mother says, how many are we gonna be? We are we just us, We we are like 10. With then it says, okay, the cousins, you know, okay, they are like, they're gonna be like 20. And then my mother, okay, 20 is enough. And then my mother, but your auntie want to see you. But your cousin want to see you. But this one want to see you. But this one want to see you. And there was like 40 and keep counting, Chef.
Oh, that's funny.
I can't say nothing. That's
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What are you going to do, Chef?
Yeah.
That's the joy and make people happy and you know.
Yeah, for sure. For
and
sure.
you know, I love my family. I love my family.
Yes.
So from my mother's family, I'm the oldest.
Oh,
I'm
really?
almost the
Okay.
oldest cousins. So and we have a bunch of cousins, you know, that we get together very well.
Yeah.
And from my fathers, there were not too many. The majority, they don't live here. The majority live here in the United States. So bunch of doctors, and they all work here. So I don't see them a lot. So maybe I have 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
Families that are in Ecuador.
Yeah.
But you know, just one day we're gonna meet just the descendants of my grandmother. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just from my father's house. One day we get together with the families, you know, I mean aunties and cousins. We were 89. No, very old. Just cousins and families. 89.
Really? 89?
And with my mother and father together, I'm not kidding, we were 147 people.
Wow.
Just cousins.
Wow. 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 That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I was one day driving with my wife and says, okay, let me explain the family. And we were like in a 4-hour trip. When we get to the destination, I was not finishing.
You weren't finished yet. Wow.
To explain it, who's married with who.
Yeah. That's funny. Wow. That's a big family reunion.
It's big family, and you know, we are very social people in Ecuador. You
Oh
know?
yes. Oh yeah.
We get together with my friends from high school.
Really?
Still keep in touch, and we always, you know.
Oh, that's amazing.
On Facebook, and I know their families, and when they know that I'm in Quito, they make a little coffee place or an hotel or something, and we get together, you know. And
oh, that's amazing. That's awesome.
We used to, when we were young, you know, we talk about women, you know. When we were a little older, we talk about jobs, you know. And get a little older, we talk about our families and our sons and grandsons, you know. Now we are we are, I think, in the place that we start talking about hospitals and disease.
Exactly. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
That's life.
Exactly.
But I discovered that through the years, my friends, they get more. So what happened when you get old, Chef, is that you get more through you, isn't it? You are more true yourselves.
No, for sure.
So there's less
I agree.
that, you know, pretentious, less
For sure.
nobody cares if you have money, if you don't have, you know, it's just friendship, you know, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, men's and women, they get together and they throw, you know, women, they don't bother us anymore that you're trying to harass them or not.
Yeah.
we're just friends
Yes.
from life.
Yeah, it's I completely understand what you're saying. Yeah.
So I really enjoy it when we get together. It's just a joy.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
laugh and laugh. You know, it's just
Yeah.
it's just so.
It's just
And I have, one that just he was the ambassador of South Asia. He just finished, and 3 weeks ago he's returning to Ecuador. And because they are finishing right now, the other was ambassador of Ecuador in Costa Rica. They are all finishing and getting back.
nice.
So next year that I'm gonna go to Ecuador, we're gonna get together with all these guys.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
Very different of the life here, Chief. Like here, I have, very little friends.
Yeah.
That's not the case in Ecuador.
Yeah, I
my
guess
God.
it's
There's people that says I count my friends with my fingers of my hand.
yeah.
No, I have, so many. The other day I was with a friend of mine and says, "Hey, Pablito," it was his birthday. "Hello, how are you?" And he reminds me, I still remember when we had a car accident, we have a crazy car accident with him, and we survived. We survived all it was crazy.
Oh man.
Chef, I survived 10 car accidents, let me tell you.
Are you serious? Wow. 10 car accidents?
Yes, only one driving myself.
Really?
And the 9th was other people driving.
Wow. So how bad were you hurt?
Well, here and there, bones, broken ribs,
Oh,
broken
wow.
things. And I have a motorcycle accident that I almost killed myself.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then you broke your fingers when you're on holiday the last time.
So when I was one day I get to the doctor because of this, and they make a scan on all my body, and the doctor says, "Pablo, your body looks like those wounded warriors that lives on the guns.
Really?
You have all these scars on the bones all over here, and there. Scar tissue that you scratch, they are not completely broke, but they almost broke, and they heal here." And they was explaining, yep. What can I do? I have a very, very active life when I was young, Chef.
It sounds like it.
So this is the thing. When you are working all day in the hotel, all day, it's crazy. You want to do things outside when you have your days,
Oh yeah, that is very true. I was and plus adrenaline junkie.
Exactly. That's what I love.
Yeah. I mean, that was jumping out of airplanes, or for sure. Anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I was there. That was me.
Now I'm afraid of the altitude.
I'm afraid to get on a ladder because if I get on it,
exactly.
I mean, well, okay, so the rule at my house is, and if anybody gets on a ladder, someone has to be there right beside, someone else has to be there.
Like I used to jump on the ceiling and check, not anymore, Chef.
Yeah, no. Yeah, yeah.
But this is, I have, the house of my father has a house with 1 acre of land. So when I retire over
Oh,
there, one
really?
day, I'm gonna get that house and grow,
Oh,
vegetables
nice.
and all these things.
Oh, nice.
Food outside, an oven, and that's
You know,
a grill and an oven that is made with, this all like a pizza ovens that I make with, you can put with wood to make bread. And
really?
have the
Oh,
children and the families around me. That's how I want to be.
that's awesome. I hopefully you'll allow a guest to come by. I would love to be a guest. I would love to
Oh, that would be fantastic.
come there, and if you don't mind me crashing your house,
Oh, that would be awesome, Chef.
that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful.
Oh my God. If I have the chance to show you my country, you will be so.
You know what? I would love for you to show me around. I would love that.
Oh my God.
If we can do that, I would love to try to make that happen one day. When you go back,
that would be
I would
awesome,
love
Chef.
to. Yeah. Because
So,
that's a place I
your
would love to
youngest,
go.
Chef, your youngest is how far out to finish high school?
3 years.
Okay, that's not so far.
Yeah, she's got she's a sophomore, junior, senior. Yeah, 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and in 3 years, your oldest one it's already finished high school. Maybe she's doing a master or something.
Yeah. She will. Well, she'll be getting her. Hopefully, she'll get her RN registered
nurse.
Nursing. Yeah.
That's awesome.
She's gonna. I want her to be. She's gonna be a register or like a nurse practitioner. So she's.
So that's
like
that's 4 years.
Yes. Yeah, she's got to do she'll be able to prescribe medication and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, so that's our plan.
We have a neighbor. My neighbor was like that. She was studying, and now she's working in the field. She's so happy.
Yeah, it's a sellable skill that she can have anywhere and go anywhere and do.
Any place.
And then, it's not, she's almost like a doctor in some way, but she's not, but that's kind of,
finish.
Hey, all right, let's look at it. Chef, are you going to pull it up or do you want me to?
You can do it.
Okay. Haley.
I fixed all the pricing, I hope. I fixed it properly.
Let me check, Haley. Let me check. Okay. Okay, that has more sense. That's what I want to see. Yes.
So all good from there to start on my menu?
Yes, that sounds good. You know, yeah, you got it right. So then when you get to your menu, you put attention that you don't necessarily have to put the price that you have it here on your menu price up there, isn't it? So
Yeah.
you have to put a strategy, you know, maybe you can go and some things up and others down and be sure that you have a nice menu to work with. Yes, great job.
Yes, chef. Do we add pictures to our menu?
Only if you want it.
Okay. Because normally you don't really see seafood restaurants do pictures.
They don't do too much of that.
Okay. Thank you, chef.
You're welcome. Thank to you. Great job. So I'm trying this new watch chip that my wife gave it to me.
Oh yeah, what kind of watch?
I haven't. Where's this? This calls Fitbit,
Oh yes.
and
Yeah.
it gets your heart rate. You have there's
Oh
everything. You
nice.
can control everything, and how you sleep and everything.
Really
Yes.
nice.
So try to and it's connected to the phone, and it's monitoring your daily activities, and
Really? Oh, that's interesting.
really put yourself to if you want to lose weight like I'm doing it. Keep me in track.
That's pretty cool. Chef, I'm going to step away for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yes, chef. Are you leaving, baby?
Bless you.
Lauren, can you hear me? Lauren Sistek?
Yes, chef.
Hey, great job.
Oh, thank you.
Very well done.
Thank you,
Really
chef.
like it. So now you should start working with your menus.
Okay, thank you, chef.
So listen up, everybody. Can you show yourselves just 1 minute, 1 second, please? Hello?
I'm here, but my camera shuts off my Zoom if I turn it off.
That's fine. Okay, good. So guys, I just want you to know that I have 1/3 of the class that already sent me the cost, the recipe cost, but I have already 20 more person that hasn't sent me even the recipe, the standardized recipe. So tomorrow we're gonna get with Chef Cliff, and you have to justify what you has been doing the next 3 days, because I haven't seen any progress. So you have to show us how much you has been done. So we're gonna get one by one all these 21 persons that has not even show us the standardized recipes and work with us. For those of you who already give it the work and they are okay and they have already the recipe cost done, you should start working on your menus. For those who already send me the recipe and start working with your recipe cost, keep doing it. We want to see tomorrow. I hope you can finish that. So you have any questions, guys?
Not at the moment, chef.
Anything to you want to say, Chef Cliff?
No, chef, you hit it.
So there you are.
Just guys, just make sure you have your stuff for tomorrow, because you're not going to be able. I'm going to go each individual person through, and we're going to talk to each individual person before you get to go off the air. All right. All right. Have a great day.
Have a good one, chefs. Take care.
Bye, chefs.
Bye, Chef Pablo. Bye, guys.
Bye, Chef.
Bye.